Good day to participants of this IRP training course. Now you have heard about the theory aspects of radiation safety monitoring. We are going to carry out the practical session wherein we are showing the couple of experiments. The first one is inverse square law. The source being kept with the distance, we are going to measure the radiation field and then understand that the intensity of radiation field is inversely decreasing with the increasing distance. That is the first experiment we are going to understand. The second experiment is radiation. The form of energy can be decreased in intensity. We say that as attenuation by materials which can be chosen based on their attenuation property. So such material, once chosen, we will be increasing the thicknesses and then understand that the reduction in intensity is based on the thickness aspect. So the second experiment is on the attenuation of radiation by chosen good dense material. To begin with, all of you have understood about radiation, a phenomena due to the radioactivity. Radioactivity is the spontaneous emission of energy in the form of particles, units of energy or electromagnetic energy. So when we are talking about alpha or beta, the radiation field concept is marginally less significant. Whereas when we are talking about gamma, the electromagnetic photons, the radiation field concept comes very much prevalent. So when we are going to measure this radiation field during this experiment, we are going to make use of this cesium-137 radionuclide, which is based on its gamma emission property. The radiation field will be understood. When we are speaking about gamma radiation being an energy, all of us know light, magnetism, heat, the other forms of energy, they also undergo reduction in intensity as we move away. From a light source, if we keep away, the intensity of light is less. As we move away from a magnetic field, again the magnetic force felt by the magnetic poles is reduced. So is the radiation. So the gamma photons, the energy as we move away is inversely decreasing with the square of the distance. That experiment we are going to understand during this course. I am going to make use of the radiation field measuring unit, the survey meter, which will be depicting the values in milliroentgens per hour or microroentgens per hour once we are taking in distance aspect. So in this experiment, distance I am going to carry out measurements at staggered manner, 1 meter, 2 meter, etc. These values will be tabulated and we will try to ascertain that as we move away, how the radiation field values are changing rather decreasing and what pattern inverse square law as we are saying is followed is going to be seen during this course of the experiment. So the experiment will be with the beam on, with the distances changed to 2 meter to 2.5 meter, a tabulation will be carried out and then we will be recording that and then inverse square law principle will be understood. This experiment is applicable in case of point sources, that we need to be very clear. If in case of extended sources, this inverse square law principle will marginally get modified. Of course, it will reduce in intensity in radiation field, but it will not be inverse square law. So when we are speaking in terms of inverse square law, please be informed that this source needs to be smaller point source in geometry. Coming to the identification of the source, general thumb rule we have got in case of inverse square law is, for a given source of chosen activity, if we are taking a radioactive source, as the activity of the source is more, the radiation field is likely to be higher. Likewise, when we are choosing radioactive source, radiation source, as the energy of emission of the gamma ray photon is higher, the radiation field is going to be higher. So, directly proportional concepts are the activity of the source. Higher the activity, more will be the radiation field. Energy of the source, higher the energy of source, more will be the radiation field felt at definite distance. But when we are coming to the third aspect, namely the distance, when I am going to measure for a given activity, for a given energy, as I change the distance, if I increase the distance, the radiation field is going to get reduced. So, unlike the activity, unlike the energy, where when we are increasing the activity, where we are increasing the energy, the radiation field is enhanced. But as I increase the distance from the given activity, given energied source, with increasing distance, the radiation field is going to decrease. Inverse square is the principle. For your simple understanding, the thumb rule for a given activity of C Curie, for a given energy of E MeV, the radiation field at r feet away is given by a general thumb rule principle, 6 CE divided by r square. 6 is a numeric number, C is the activity in Curie, E is the energy of gamma radiation in MeV, R is the distance in feet. 6 CE divided by r square complies with our understanding of inverse square law. If we are using metric system, distance in meters, then we can conveniently change this thumb rule into decimal 54.54 CE divided by r square. R will be in meters, the metric unit. So, we are going to carry out this experiment in distances being measured on this calibrated distance scale in meters. As I was mentioning earlier, we are going to do it at 1 meter distance, we are going to do it at 1.5 to 2.5 and then see whether our understanding of inverse square law is practically applicable. Participants, this inverse square law is the general energy related, even you know the gravitational energy is abiding by this inverse square law. So, inverse square law is going to be in radiation field, in radiation energy sources. Be assured that you can handle radioactive sources by distance mechanism employed. You either make use of a teledetector with a probe which is extendable, or you position self, the body, and stretch out your extremities and then keep away from the radiation source, will be able to carry out the radiation field monitoring. Likewise, the exposure, the personal exposure for any given worker can be reduced by this distance concept employed. As we move away, the radiation exposure, the radiation field is largely reduced inversely square of the distance. So, we will never make use of any radiation source closer to our human system. We will try to keep it as farther away. Thereby, the exposure to the human system will be minimal. Let us go into the practical experiment and then understand this whole concept. Welcome. come to the practicals.
Explain the inverse square law. We will take the reading with the cesium 137 source at different distance and verify the inverse square law. We will take the reading with 1 meter distance from the source and see what is the reading. The reading will show say 600 mR per hour, and we will take the reading at 2 meter distance, the reading 150 mR per hour, and we will take the reading at 3 meter distance and verify whether the radiation dose rate is decreasing or not, or in the form of the inverse square law, and verify this law. As you can see the reading in the instruments at 1 meter distance of the cesium 137 source. It's around 1.8 Curie source. Now source is on, you can see the reading at 1 meter distance from a cesium 137 source of 1.8 Curie. So you can see what is the reading. Okay, it's around 590 mR per hour. As I told, it is around 600 mR per hour. You can check at 1 meter distance. Okay, now we will take at 2 meter distance. As you can see at 2 meter distance, when we double the distance, the dose rate should be reduced by 4 times. That for 590 mR per hour, it will be reduced by 4 times, that will be around 148 mR per hour. You can see the dose rate is coming around 158 mR per hour, which is due to the, as sir told, due to the build-up factors. So there may be variations, but exactly theoretically it should be 148 mR per hour. As we check at 1 meter distance, 2 meter distance, now we are checking at 3 meter distance from the source. You can see the dose rate, it's coming around 68 mR per hour. Theoretically it should become around 66 mR per hour. As we increasing the distance, this build-up factor varying, and you may see some change from the theoretical value in the experimental value, but theoretically it should be 66 mR per hour, which is not nearly the experimental value, that is the 68 mR per hour. Now we will take the reading at 4 meter distance from the source. Now what will be the reading at 4 meter distance? Can you check? It will be reduced by 16 times of the original value. At 1 meter distance it was 590 mR per hour. Now we are measuring at 4 meter, it should be around 37 mR per hour theoretically, and you can see it is in survey meter, you are seeing it's 41 mR per hour, that is near to theoretical value. So you are seeing the radiation dose rate is decreasing with the distance, and we are verifying this inverse square law. Now we will take the last reading at 5 meter distance. At 5 meter distance, the dose rate, theoretically dose rate should be at around 24 mR per hour. Okay, as you can see in the instruments, it's coming around 29 mR per hour. As the distance increases, the build-up factor is getting the increases, so there will be variations, but it's nearby theoretical readings only. So हमने चेक किया 1 मीटर डिस्टेंस पर, हमने चेक किया 2 मीटर डिस्टेंस पर, हमने चेक किया 3 मीटर डिस्टेंस पर, हमने चेक किया 4 मीटर डिस्टेंस एंड 5 मीटर डिस्टेंस. As the beauty of the gamma radiations, the dose rate is decreased as we double the distance, dose rate decreased by 4 times. That is the advantage we can take for our protections during in the field when we are working with the radiation sources.
Participants, now we have seen the experiment. We did measurement with the source at different distances. We have tabulated for distances say 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter and 4 meter. So we have got enough readings now. To simple understanding, let me say, if we have the radiation field at 1 meter as 1000 mR per hour, the readings were different, but this is for my practical, making you much clearer. 1000 units being recorded, 1000 mR per hour being recorded at 1 meter. we are measuring at a 2 meter distance, say. What we have done? We have doubled the distance. So what we expect the result should be, inverse square law says it should be square of the double. So the reduction will be by a factor of 4. So 1000 mR per hour, which was registered at 1 meter distance, when we carry out the measurement at 2 meter, it should be 250 mR per hour. That is what we have seen during the course of the experiment. For another simple understanding, if we are measuring at 5 meter, say, square of 5 all of us are aware, 25. So 1000 units, 1000 mR per hour radiation field, which is at 1 meter, at 5 meter will reduce by 25 times to bring it to 40 milliradians per hour, millirads per hour. So as we go away from 1 meter to 2 meter, the reduction is 4 times. 1 meter to 3 meter, the reduction is 9 times. As we move from 1 meter to 5 meter, the reduction is likely to be 25 times. So, in high radiation field, if at all you need to work, what we will make use of is a long probe teledetector monitoring. Long distance measurements, we make use of teledetector probe. Thereby the person gets minimal exposure, the radiation field will be minimum at the point where the subject is positioned, but the radiation field can be measured accurately. Or in case of we need to measure in unknown, we approach from distance with the probe on, with the chip beep beep sound on. As we go closer to the hot spot, the chip, the beep beep sound will caution the person, the surveyor, that the radiation field is above the alarm level set. So whenever we are in a field where radiation field is unknown, please keep the monitor on with the probe sensing the radiation field. As we go closer to the radiation field, the chirping will give indication that we are entering a radiation field which is higher than the preset alarm. Predominantly, nucleonic gauges is likely to encounter radiation field of lower intensity, low radiation field. So there, instead of going closer, the physical subject can be making use of the monitor by stretching of our arms a meter or 1.5 meter away. Thereby the human subject receiving radiation exposure can be reduced. So we have understood during this course of experiment that the radiation field can be reduced by increasing the distance between the source and the monitoring or the human subject. So with this, we understand that the radiation field intensity follows the principle of inverse square law. More the distance from the source, point source, again I am emphasizing, more the distance from the point source, lesser will be the radiation field, lesser will be the personal external exposure. Thank you.